Welcome back, everyone. I am trying to sort this out, and I just realized I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. The problem about unloading this trailer, well, being able to transfer properly. So I tried to load up a bit more fertilizer in here. There's room for a bit more. Did not work from the trailer. Oh no. Oh, we're off to a good start. Okay, that's better. So then I got thinking, oh, somebody pointed it out. I didn't even think of it. Bottom line is I bought this fertilizer for a reason. You remember what that reason was? It's so I could put it in here so that I can improve my output. All I had to do is this. Well, hopefully it takes it all. I hope that works. Okay, that's that problem solved. I did move ahead. It is now September. Now I need seeds, so I gotta go pick those up, and I can do the same thing. We're gonna head to town. I did move ahead to September, and I went negative $3,000. Leases, I guess. I'm not sure. But bottom line is I could not do stuff, so I went and got my collectible already for this episode. I got it before I started recording. So we're not allowed to get any more. And then off camera, in between episodes, I ran into another problem. And this one might be a big problem. So I'm gonna ask you guys for some help on this one because I can't figure it out. Yeah, there's I want to say there's a bug, but you know me, it's often me that's the problem. I'm the bug. So I'm gonna ask you guys, we'll have a look at that in a minute. It has to do with the olive trees and them being ready to harvest and all that. So yeah, anyways, let's head over to the store. I gotta pick up some seed, and we'll see what we can do about that greenhouse. See if we can increase the output of that open air garden and make some more money. Make some more money. All right, so we had already bought the seed. And I think, I'm not sure how this is going to load. It doesn't actually matter that much because I know how to deal with it from both sides. Oh, it took the whole pallet this time. That's weird. That is weird. Actually, can I grab this pallet too then? Yeah, okay. We'll bring that back. I don't have anything to pick up those pallets, but yeah, anyways. Anywho, how's everybody doing today? I am extremely tired today. Did not sleep well last night. I got a little bit of caffeine before I started recording. Hopefully I'll make it through an episode without snoring. But yeah, rough night. We have snow on the ground again. We got this freak, I don't want to call it a snowstorm because it really wasn't a storm, but we got a snowfall. Now there's a couple of inches of snow on the ground. What the heck? It's April. Supposed to be buds coming out and birds singing and all that kind of shenanigans. I did finish cultivating both of those fields across the road, so that's good. We're going to merge the two fields, make a bigger field, and we're going to put some more sunflower in there. And I'm not quite sure, if I can't figure out the olives issue, I think we're going to be in a position where I'm going to have to make a tough call and destroy it all and try to figure out my finances, you know, fix the finances, we'll say. Or correct the bug. And it's complicated because I bought equipment and I leased a tractor because I couldn't, you know, for the picker and blah 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 blah. Oh my goodness, it's a nightmare. I said. So I'm going to, hopefully I unstrap these seeds, they'll go right in. Otherwise, I gotta figure out how to pick them up off the trailer, because I don't think I have pallet forks now. Maybe I'll just dump them. Maybe I'll just dump the trailer and see if they fall off. Oh no, I can unload. Auto unload. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Let's go in this way. Alright, let's see if I can do it from the trailer first, because that might actually be easier. So if I just undo the straps... Okay. I guess I shouldn't have gotten that hydraulic oil. Alright, now I'm going to do it this way. This might be a problem too, right? Unloading area is blocked. Please unclear. Maybe if I go over a little bit more. There we go. And of course that's going to be a problem. Okay, we'll fix it this way. Obviously, I'm gonna have to keep providing seed and fertilizer to run it this way. Okay, all right. Let me change up a couple of settings so that it's using the right recipe. Let's jump in here. I've got a bunch of olives here that we're gonna transfer. The question is, do I still want to do olives though? I think the answer is no. I think we're going to switch to lettuce. Lettuce tends to sell very well. I'm going to do it with seeds and fertilizer. Olives, I'm going to deactivate them for now, and I'll show you why. Well, maybe we'll be reactivating them. Now that I think of it, maybe I should do these as well. Let's try this. Let's run both. Let's see how they go. Okay. So here's the problem. Here's the problem. I'll show you what I mean about the olives. Beautiful tractor. Love this thing. So here's our picker. Right? And it's actually unfolded right now. I was testing. Now, if you look in the bottom right-hand corner, I have a mod that shows me the growth stage, where things are at. And right now, the growth is at stage 8 of 7, meaning these should be ready. I don't see olives. I don't visually see olives here. Maybe it's just my eyeballs, but yeah, I see occasional leaves that kind of look like maybe olives. But the idea here is that it's meant to come over here, and this is where, please correct me if I'm wrong. Come in here, let's zoom in a bit. Go around the tree, right up against the tree. Then you turn this thing on, and it shakes the tree, right? And you can see the tree is kind of shaking. I cannot, for the life of me, get this thing to shake out olives. So I don't know what the problem is. I don't know if this mod is buggy, this olive mod. They come together, or my mod that tells me they're ready is wrong. I don't know. Not one olive's fallen out. So I don't get it, guys. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand. Am I missing something? Anybody's used this and it works, please let me know. Otherwise, we're going to ditch all these trees. I think they were 300 each, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I'll have to check. But maybe we'll put in a regular olive grove. And then we'll have to get, the harvester for that and all that. So that'll be, an undertaking for sure. So anyways, please help. If you know how that works, please let me know. I can't figure it out. All right, let's get on to this project here. So I did cultivate this field out. We're going to, I left my cultivator in the middle of the field. I'm gonna back up here. How far am I? Not too far. We're gonna merge these two fields together. One nice swell field. Oh, whoa, whoa. I think we can drop down here. Allow create fields. How does that look? That looks alright, I guess. And we're just gonna make this into one bigger field. It'll make it a lot easier, I think. We'll get some more sunflower put in here. I did plant sunflower in the other field, the distant one. That's all done. Finish that up off camera. And actually, I'm gonna have to check something real quick, but I put out a poll regarding do I want to continue with this small farm or plan to move over a couple of properties. And the feedback I got was like at the time when I last looked at it, it was perfectly 50% of the people said move, 50% said don't go anywhere. So that was, I'm extremely thankful for all the votes, but that was not helpful. Yeah, so the thing is, we don't really have to make up our minds now, so it might be something that we can revisit in a little while. Maybe in a few episodes, maybe re-ask the question then, see if we can get a better split. There's no rush. I don't have the money for that property anyway, so. Alright, what's next? What is next? Turn that off. What I'd like to do now is I wanna get some more sunflower into the field. So I'm gonna grab the planter and we're gonna get that going, and then we're gonna deal with some other stuff while the worker helps us. In we go. And we're full. We're full on seed. I had refilled that. So this should be a good field. Take a little while to plant it, but we'll get a worker to take care of that business. And then we've got some olives here that we need to do something with. So we'll get on that. Let's get the trailer. Now I do have weeds as well, so I gotta figure out how to deal with the weeds. I waited a little too long. If I had caught them earlier, I could have got a cheap weeder to deal with them. But now I'm kind of stuck with needing to spray. The sad part is I might not have an option. I might have to go without. Oh my goodness, why did I doing that now? Oh boy, hang on a second. This trailer, man, it does weird. It decides randomly which way to go. Let's do it this way. I am super excited. I have been waiting on a map to start a new series on, and I was gonna wait a bit longer, but turns out the map that I was waiting for dropped today. So we're heading to Manitoba in Canada next week. We'll be starting a new series. Big fields, big farm, lots of new different types of crops. Some classic Canadian crops, which we'll talk about in the series, but one that I'm excited about is mustard. Canada is actually the largest producer of mustard in the world. And mustard seed, right? So that is amazing. That is amazing. There's all kinds of stuff. There's rye, there's triticale, there's we'll try to do it. We'll try to look at the you know, what the actual Canadian farmers grow. What's the go-to? And I know there's lentils, there's peas. Well, peas is kind of base game, but we're gonna get into some of that stuff. Okay, that's done. That project is done. Now, I don't have a lot more to sell. Actually, I don't have a lot more to do. I may lease a sprayer. Actually, I need to move this. So I guess I need pallet forks. I need to buy some pallet forks, so maybe we're gonna do that. And then, yeah, weeds medium. I don't think I can use a hoe at medium stage. I think I have to get it at the first stage. Actually, I could be wrong. I could possibly, hang on, let's have a look. Come on. Come on. Any good deals here? No, not really. I want to look at, where are hoes? Hoes are rollers, weeders. They might be in here. Those are just weeders. Oh, what's this? That's a hoe. Pulls small and medium grown weeds. So it'll do medium. So is there a small cheap one? Small weeds. Small, small. All small. Small and medium. That's expensive though, man. That's pricey. I got a sprayer. The cheapest sprayer I can get is cheaper than that. So, I mean, I could lease, I guess, this. This will get me at any stage, so it might be worthwhile just leasing this. Oh boy, is it even worth it? That's the question. This is such a small field. I don't even know if it's worth it. I should have gotten it early. Should have really gotten it early with a weeder. So lesson learned. I think we're going to pass on it. So I'm going to run over. Let me check something. What is the value on this trailer? Dragon, I think. Yeah. So this is worth hardly anything. So, yeah, I think I'm going to be stuck with this. There's some other trailers I want to look at. Actually, let's do that. Let's have another look. I don't have much money. That's the problem, right? I did look at trailers. I did see this here, which is kind of interesting because it's got a 10,000 cubic meters capacity, and it has an auger. What do you call that? Blah, blah, blah. An auger, yeah. And I could use this. This works for all the things, including the grasses and silage and manure and everything. $6,000. I could actually afford this. So I think I might, actually this one here is cheaper. It doesn't have the auger. I don't really need the auger. This drops down from the bottom. So I think maybe we're going to do this. Wheel setup. Is there better options? Trelberg. Save $500. Yeah, why don't we buy this? Let's shop. I can't afford stuff, but I'm going to buy stuff anyway. Okay, and then I have $1,900 left, so I think what I'm going to do is grab pallet forks, which are, where are they? Right here. Cheapest pallet forks I can get. Actually, not the cheapest. I'm going to go pallet fork with tension belts. No. Yes. I gotta try it. I gotta try it. Okay, so I got a grain trailer that I'll use, and this I'll use only for pallets. So let's head to the store. I got my front loader on, so we'll pick up the pallet forks and we'll pick up the new trailer. We'll be in good shape, and we got 213 bucks left, which I hope is enough for our workers. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go sell a little bit of honey. I'll see you over there. Well, this is a fantastic tractor. It is the only reason I have a tractor this big on this farm is because of the olive picker. So if that mod is a problem, if there's, we can't resolve that issue, then I'm going to need to return this. This is a leased tractor. I'm going to need to return it, and we're going to have to go back to using only the small little Massey, which generally should be enough to do all the other stuff. So that kind of makes me wonder now. I'm getting a front loader. Should I be doing this? Well, the pallet forks I definitely will need. I'm just not sure if this front loader fits on the Massey. I think this is the smallest front loader though, so it should fit. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Oh, it's kind of cozy in here. All right. Have to see how that straps things works. $188 bucks. Man, we're gonna be broke. And I'm not quite sure how to deal with the olives issue. I'm asking for help, but I'm almost feeling like I should just abandon right now. Put them back later if they do work, and work on something else. I have to see those trees. Technically, I think they're productions. I could be wrong, no. And no, I don't think they are. So I don't even know if I can sell them. I don't even know if I can resell those trees if they don't work and I don't want them. Boy, I gotta figure that out. That'd be a big problem. So this week we've got Saturday, Sunday for this series. So today is Wednesday, and we'll have Saturday, Sunday, and then tomorrow and Friday we've got a couple more episodes of Riverview. And next week we'll be starting a new schedule, which will include the new map, Gnadenthal. That's how I pronounce it. Could be Gnadenthal. I don't know. Okay, I like this little trailer. It's kind of cute. Kinda cute. Nothing better than a good, cute trailer. Okay, I want to see how this works. Let's get the menu up here. Fashion belts. This has auto load on it. Item is too large for this vehicle. Okay, let's not put the pallet forks in the ground. Oh, okay. All right, so I have to, yeah, that's kind of weird. That's kind of weird. I still have to pick it up, but I don't know, maybe I can pick up large amounts and not have to worry about them. Oh, they're passed through. I see. Okay, I see how this is working. So these don't matter. If I just go like this and I just hit the L key. Oh boy. This would be good for logs. This would be really good for logs. I have to see where I got that mod, if there's other implements that do this as well. So, okay. All right, let's see, how are we doing over here? Getting there. All right, guys, I'm gonna let this finish out here, and then I'll be back with you guys in a minute. Looks like my worker just abandoned this for some reason. Not quite sure why. Well, let's go load up some seed and we'll just figure it out. Yeah, we need a bigger planter, guys. This guy is cute and it's fine for small projects, but yeah, this isn't gonna work. I think it's supposed to continue right here. Let's see. Oh, it's because I don't have enough money. Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I guess I'm finishing this on my own. All right. Oh, why does, when I do it, it leaves marks? Okay, we're broke. We're broke again. Let's see if I can do this rather quickly. See if my eyeballs don't fail me. Yeah, this thing's a bit too small. We're gonna have to upgrade that pretty soon. How? With $0? I don't know. I don't know. I always do this. I always broke myself all the time. I'm always broke. I spend everything I have. I spend more than I should spend, you know, like I don't know my limit almost. How's that looking? Looks all right. This part's probably gonna be messy, but we're just doing our best here. We're doing our best. We're just simple farmers, you know? Now, I don't know if this will cover the whole strip. I guess it's a little bit wider than I thought. Okay. Hang on. Let's look at the map for a second. I want to make sure that I'm covering stuff off properly. It could... I think I have to do another lap after. Okay, it's fine. We'll do it. So we're gonna move ahead. I just want to get this done. We're gonna move ahead to next month, and then we're gonna see what the olive scenario is. I might bail out before waiting for you guys' response. The olive picker should bring back some money, because I'm broke, right? So, yeah, you know me. Yeah, one more lap after this, and we'll be all set. I might have missed some spots, but you know, we'll do what we can. We didn't miss a bit of a spot there, so we'll plug the outside now. Let's go first person for this. Alright, I think that's it. Except maybe a little bit in this corner here. I won't do that on the neighbor's corner. I should really be lifting that up off the ground. Alright. We're done. You don't need to turn on this planter because it is... Oh yes, you do. Oops. I was gonna say you don't need to because it's what do you call that? Drive propelled, or I forget what the term is. Ground propelled. Okay. That's done. Let's rest up. I'm gonna be going broke again. But we're gonna have some stuff to sell. Hopefully we're gonna have a lot of this stuff here to sell, including some lettuce, which is gonna be good money. And then we're gonna have some oils to sell. And then I gotta figure this out. Let's look at something first. These trees cannot be sold. B. Oh yeah, okay, I can destroy it though. So I don't think I get my money back though. So that's going to be a loss. And the... Look at this for a second. Olive picker. This is worth not much. Oh boy. Okay. Let's rest and we'll figure stuff out in the morning. Or let's just sleep on it. Okay. So we have 2 pallets of olive oil. And how much olives do we have? We still have a fair amount in here. We've got some pallets of olives and lettuce. I don't know how much is in here. That's it. So it really wasn't that much of a boost, was it? We got 2 more pallets though. So I think what I'm gonna do... What am I gonna do? How am I gonna do this? Yeah, I shouldn't have had them spawning mixed. I should just do 1 crop out of that greenhouse. Oh, look at the weeds in that. Oh man, weeds. So I want to see if I can isolate the olives. And I'll do that using this guy, even though I did buy that other one for grain. Let's do this. Oh, select the silo's content you want to load into your vehicle. There's options. There's grapes. I am so confused. Now I got a different option. Okay. Alright, depending on where you're sitting makes a difference. We're gonna load up the olives, then we're gonna take the olive oil and the lettuce for sale. Oh, I'm full. Now I know I'm being all fussy. I could go with that other trailer, and there's no collisions on the greenhouse, so I could just drive in there with that trailer, but it feels kind of lame. Okay, let's have a look at this again. This says ready to harvest now. Okay, we might be in business. Now it says ready to harvest. Okay, okay. We'll give that a try in just a minute. Let me just get this stuff all sorted out here. I'm gonna turn off olives. Hang on, let's do it now before another pallet pops up. I am gonna turn off deactivate. So we're only gonna produce lettuce out of here. That's gonna be our money maker. I feel like maybe we should put it in another one of these greenhouses somewhere. See, I can just drive like right out, right here. That's kind of how lame it is. Okay, that's all those olives. We won't be doing that kind of thing again. I'm gonna step out of the way here because we're gonna move over to the bigger tractor. We're gonna get that olive picker and see how that works. That should work now, in theory. I'd prefer to not to have to abandon it, you know. Let's get these pallet forks put aside here. Don't need those. I can't see what I'm doing. Oh, I gotta select the right item. Okay. I have no idea how much yield we're gonna get per tree. Like, I have no idea. Could be lame, it could be super fruitful. See what I did there? Why isn't it? Okay. Oh man, seriously? Oh, there they come. 31 though? Is that it? Seriously though? $31 liters of olives. That is weak. That is really weak. I gotta go in here. You gotta expand this out. Turn it on. $62. Yeah, that's it. That's it. We're getting 31 per. That is really weak, guys. Like, I don't like it at all. I don't think I'm gonna be doing this. We'll grab up, we'll harvest this whole lot. But it should be 93 now, somehow. Very finicky. This sucks, dudes. This sucks, my dudes. I'm not sure how this is working. 93. Not easy. Not easy. Okay, you know what? I'm done. I'm already done. I'm not even gonna harvest the rest. If it's only giving me 93, that's still good. That is absolute peanuts. So let's abandon this project. We're gonna take our losses. We're gonna figure it out. I love the idea of having a grove like this, but I think we can do this a lot better. These have to be destroyed. Gone, 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 gone. If you guys have more feedback on this, maybe I'm doing some stuff wrong, let me know. Maybe we'll bring them back later. But I don't have the patience for that. So this here, I gotta go sell this. And I'm gonna do that. I gotta go sell some stuff as well, so I may as well take the trailer with all the products and go to town once kind of thing, right? Hopefully we'll have more than enough to get out of debt. We can start thinking about how to do a sprayer. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna grab these with this tractor. And I might actually return that case as well. I don't really need it now. Yeah, I think we'll do that. I'll return the case as well, but then I'll have to go get my trailer after. Maybe I'll sell this little trailer and get something cheaper just to do pallets. Oh, lots to think about. Oops. Just gonna back in here. Unable to load more items this size. Why? 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 Why is this so difficult, man? Why is this so difficult? Okay. It's like a puzzle. Every episode is a lovely puzzle. I'll get it. Don't worry, guys. I got this. I got this. I'm just gonna drop this off here. I'm gonna put the pallet forks on. We're gonna grab the pallets. We're gonna put them on the trailer anyways, because we don't take no for an answer. And hopefully this kind of works. When I do this, is that a ridiculous thought? No, it only gives me one. And I can do two. Let's just do two at a time. This is kind of okay though. It allows me to carry more than one pallet. I don't have to worry about them falling over too much. Oh boy. Oops. Oh man, why am I getting stuck? Oh, I'm too close to the thing. Okay. See if I can do this right. Yeah, okay. A little quirky. Gotta get it. Gotta get her done though. This is fine. This works. And one on top. And we'll go down here, grab them both, and we're all set. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back to town to get the trailer and the front loader. I'm gonna keep the Massey. We're gonna return the case, not because it's not awesome, but because I don't need it. And it's leased, so it costs us quite a bit to keep it. What did I just disconnect? Okay, good. Oops, wrong keys. Alright, off we go. Let me just get this on here so I can lift this up. Alright, so I'm gonna have to go back there with the little Massey. We're gonna pick up the front loader. I think it'll fit. We're gonna sell this product, and I think we're just gonna sell it at our buddy at Genix. And we're gonna sell this trailer. We're gonna buy a more of a flatbed kind of thing. And yeah, we'll go from there. You know, this trailer's not that bad. I gotta think about that for a minute. Oh man, I should have gotten rid of this olive picker. Gonna be tough going in here. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna back in. Excuse me, Mitts. Wait, am I at the right place? Yes, I am. Okay. Didn't recognize those two people there before. I don't remember seeing them there. $29,000. Sweet. That is awesome. I didn't realize I was getting that much. I was expecting like 10,000. Oh, what's going on here? Some road rage. Okay, goodbye, olive picker. Failed project. Oh, there we go. And guys, let me know if you guys know how this works, what I'm doing wrong. Let me know. 62.5, a little repaint. 62.62. Okay, we're out of the olive picking business. This guy here, we're going to get rid of this. Actually, no, I'm keeping that. And trailer, I have not fully decided yet. This is going to be returned. Beautiful tractor. Love that tractor. For another day. That's going to be a return. Okay, so we got 33,000 bucks. Now we can do something else. I'm going to, let's look at trailers for just a quick second here. I want to see if it's worth flatbed trailers. 17.5. This will do the auto loading. What's this? This looks like it'll hold quite a few pallets. Tractor hitch. Doesn't say how many. I do auto load, enable auto load, trailer type, unloading position, standard. Limit stacking height. Automatic tension belts. I don't know how to set this stuff. Number of loading areas. 1? I don't know. Should we try this? We'll save some money by buying this. We'll still be able to back up, so let's buy that. Okay. We're back to our little Massey. We got lots of weeds. That's a problem. We gotta get on that. Oh, the drivers are crazy here. Alright. First of all, let's see if this thing fits on here. I think it does. Yeah, we're good. Then let's get this trailer in here. Sell this one. The blue one seems to be almost the same size as far as, you know, number of pallets. It won't take grains though. I think I tucked that in far enough. Okay, a little repaint, sell. All right, so we're 36,000 bucks. I kind of got some problems resolved, and I kind of, you know, just ignored others. So let's head back. I'm over my hour here, so I'm gonna have to wrap up very soon. I'll see you back at the farm. We'll do a couple more things before we wrap up today. All right, so question of the episode. This is going to be a multiple choice kind of thing, not a yes or no or one or A or B. It's going to have multiple different options. So we just removed all the olive trees. So the question is going to be something like, and I say something like because I might come up with some other alternatives at the time when I'm putting up the poll, but what should we do with that spare area now? Should we put it in, you know, let's say an olive grove, like the regular olives, which means we'll have to spend a lot of money on a harvester and some other care equipment. So that's one. The other is, should we put in other animals? And those animals could be more chickens, it could be pigs, it could be sheep, and you can throw that in the comments. Could we put up another open air garden or two? Probably two. There's enough room for two more there. So should we do that? We have some room. I'm just not quite sure where I want to go with it. Should I put 700 beehives? I'm not going to do that. Let's have a quick look here for a minute. How much space we've got. If we look at, from a construction, if we look at animals, let's say, oh, we could do horses too. Not really normally a fan of horses, but we could do cows, 7 cows. That's not a lot of cows, is it? 1,000 cows. That's a little too many. But this would be cheap, 15,000, and then I could expand out somehow. It'll only be 7 cows, though. That's not much. Could do horses. Horses are, what's this? Could put some horses there. Problem is getting the crops for these animals right. Pigs, sheep, chickens. Chickens might be the easiest one. More bees. Some puppies. We should get a doghouse. Small shed often built in the shape of shelter a dog. 300. We need a dog. Let's get a dog. Where are we putting this? Oh man, it requires a lot of space. Overlaps with everything. Screw it. No dogs. Okay, so that's one option. The other option is looking at greenhouses. We could jump back in here. I think it's this guy, 8,000 bucks. And we could put 2 more of these in here. There's enough room. Could do that. Looks kind of strange. 3 identical gardens. We could do an open air, a full open air. Actually, this is Omatana's stuff. Let's have a look. Let's see if there's a bigger one, maybe. 20,000. Could do something like this. This might be good. Yeah, I actually kind of like this. Does seed and fertilizer as well. Okay, so that's an option. The other is that we just go into olive grove, regular olive grove. This requires equipment, so this is expensive. That's the most expensive. We could put in solar panels. Anyways, all right, guys, that's going to be it for this one. Let me know what you think. I'll put up a poll, try to make it comprehensible, and we'll see where we go from there. Thanks for watching. If you're enjoying this, please consider subscribing, and I shall catch you in the next one. Hope you have an awesome day.